Hi everyone, thanks for coming to the Lilac Room. Welcome to my page, my video, my vlog if you will. I want to say thank you to all the people who have been subscribing to my page. You guys are awesome. So, messages for September of 2021. I'm going to start out with a video for general messages. And over on my Instagram, I actually uploaded what I have in front of me, which are some homemade cards that I made with just using some index cards and writing down some thoughts that I was, intuitively guided to put down. Just ideas that come up month to month. And so I basically have 3 different scenarios. So I'm going to call them message 1, message 2, and message 3. So what I want you to do, since you're here, you showed up, is I'm going to tell you what the 3 different scenarios are, and one of them might feel like it's for you. It's not really a pick a card. You don't have to think ahead like, oh, I think message number 1 is going to be for me, or what have you. It could be any or all of these messages might sound like they're for you. So I'm just going to break them down one at a time. All right, so we're going to start with message 1. So for message 1, this is for a person who is coming into a sense of freedom right now. So this could be someone who, just finished high school, just finished college, just finished some kind of program, just entered into the workplace. Even someone who has recently retired, changed careers, set themselves free from a relationship or even, they might be freed from a relationship, maybe not by their own doing. They might not have been happy to be released. But the energy of this, however, message 1, is a person who is actually in a good place with their freedom, okay? So what your spirit guides want you to know for message 1 is that other people around you who are struggling and you're seeing them struggle, you have to let them struggle. Try not to jump in and solve the problems for them. So, if it's like a new employee at work and you kind of feel a responsibility, like how to solve a problem, but they need to learn how to do it, you can help them along, but don't solve people's problems for them, because you've just achieved a place of personal empowerment where you're letting yourself be free. So if you start now to go and try to save everybody around you and extinguish their fears and remove the obstacles for them, well, you're basically just taking away from their opportunity and their karma. So that particular message is really important for message number 1, people. I'm still talking about message 1. We haven't moved on yet. So also with your newfound freedom, message 1, the making a plan for your life is the same as telling the universe or telling, a higher power what you want to see happen, what you want to create. And that is what we call manifestation. So making a plan is the same as making a wish. And making a wish is the same as praying for it, asking for it, putting it out there to be manifested. There are a lot of ways of saying it. But essentially, again, we're going to talk about being self-empowered, that you have the ability to bring forth the new life that you want. Okay, so this is about making a new way. And the 4th message here with my message number 1, the 4th card here says, paint a picture of what could be. All right, not what should be or what should have happened or what would have happened if, but what could be. The first thing that comes to mind with that statement is saying, okay, I want to be an actor. So you could easily get tripped up of, I'm not funny enough, I'm not in California, don't have the best representation. Okay, but what could be? Put that image out there. Make that your plan. Make that your wish. Manifest that into reality. You know, and you can actually take these steps forward, if message 1 is for you, by not stopping along the way to fix everybody else's problems. All right, so we're going to pull an oracle card for message 1. The Wizard of Awareness, number 3. Yeah. This guy's like the Hermit card in tarot. He knows what he wants. He's thinking it through. He's putting the energy out there to manifest it. This dude has been through some stuff. He knows what it is to be hurt and let down. And I feel like, too, that message number 1 is really for like a younger soul. Maybe not a younger person, but a younger soul, like an Aries person or even an Aquarius person. Also for people who just have not been through a lot of pain in life. Like, I feel like these were minor setbacks, okay? But it's like you're very wise from that minor setback. Good for you. This is pretty. Number 36, commitment. Wow. Wowzers. You know, I feel that this is so cool. In the picture, there's this beautiful star. One person's passing it to the other one, and dangling from the star is a key. I feel like, you know, there are some commitments being made here, especially if you are an Aquarius or an Aries person. I feel like message 3 is for the babies of the zodiac or the young, spiritually young people out there. You know, so if you don't think of yourself as an old soul, you might be a young soul, is what I'm saying. But yeah, commitments coming in to basically say, hey, here's a new direction you could go in. And it's going to be stable here. You know, this job is going to last. This business is going to remain open for a long time. This love relationship is actually substantial. Okay, that was nice. All right, so let's move on to message number 2. Message 2. This is for a person who also has had a loss. But I feel like these losses have been at least a year ago. So it could have been you lost a job a year ago, a loved one passed away a year ago. Doesn't have to be exactly a year from September, but more or less, like you're looking at something that happened in that time frame. All right, and I'm really certainly absolutely feeling that if you lost a spouse a year ago and you're starting to catch feelings for somebody else, then card number, my second card here says it sounds like love. All right. Also, if you had a breakup, maybe almost a year ago, you might be falling in love with someone now. So this person here, and for message number 2, is a person in whom, I don't know where I'm going with this. Message number 2 is for a person who has the qualities of selflessness. They're very kind and very caring, and unfortunately, there are people around you, gentle soul, who are not the same as you. They're not gentle and caring. They're not conscientious. They're not they're not tender in their nature. So they cannot give you like the same thing that you can give to them. So you got to protect yourself from that. You have to protect yourself. You have to basically hold back. You cannot just give all of your beautiful energy away. And then this idea of the work environment came back up with this last card. Perceptions do matter in a work environment. So why do perceptions matter for this person in message 2 in a work environment? Bone collector. All right, so yeah, this card is a complicated card, but I love it. And this woman's got a lot going on. Like, they know their job, they know their role, they know themselves, they know what they want even. Getting the feeling of an air sign person here. I'm getting like a Gemini feeling. I'm even getting a Pisces vibe from this card of just someone who will give and will kind of sit back and just wait for the rewards to roll in, but they're just continuously giving. Like, see that orb, that circle around this lady's head? I just feel like it's a continuous circle of generosity and giving, support, listening, nurturing. This could be teachers, these could be doctors, nurses, caregivers, even parents, but just these are people that are constantly giving. But I feel like they're stuck in a rut, especially at work, getting no love, and also at home. All right, so we got home and we got work. Whoever this person is in message 2, you're getting it from both work and home environments where you're not feeling appreciated and you're not being particularly cared for. However, it may have been a rough year for you, but it looks like you're finding real love now. So that's good. I know those messages were a little bit choppy, but I think there were some gems in there for you guys. And remember, this is just general for September. I'm going to take a closer look sign by sign in your own individual readings shortly. Okay, message 3 for September. This is a person who needs to stop stressing right now, because if whatever you're dealing with right now won't matter in about a year from now, take a deep breath, slow down. I think that the people who need to hear this message the most probably are not the ones tuning into tarot card readings and hearing this message, so feel free to share it. Some people just are in a constant state of chaos and frustration and stress. You know, it all comes down to stress, and stress is unhealthy for the body and the mind. It is it disconnects you spiritually from your source. All right, and now I feel that the anxiety that pushes this person from message 3, what is pushing you along, message 3 person, is that you are jumping at somebody else's every command. Is it a boss? Is it a spouse? Is it a parent? Or even a child? A friend, perhaps? Are you feeling peer pressure? Are you feeling pressured by a group? But this person in message 3, you're catering to everybody else's command, like someone else's every command, basically. Not everybody's, but somebody's, or some group. I don't need to tell you that's not smart, not healthy, not good. If you recognize that in yourself, take a closer look. What's driving that? Interestingly enough, I'm also being guided to tell you to work smarter in your situation and not harder. So I love that expression, work smarter, not harder. You know, when I was at work today, I was feeling like, man, everything, like I just have this big list of things that have to get done. And if you were to take the extra time to organize that list maybe and say, well, all these things need to be purchased at a store and all these things can be done, I can delegate, and all these are just phone calls that I can make at the end of the day, then now you can take and water down those tasks a bit and make it a little bit easier. In some way for you, if message 3 is for you, in some way you're going to be able to reduce some of the stress and hopefully teach yourself to stop jumping at someone's every command by finding solutions on how to work through a situation using your brain and not your back, as my dad would have said. Smarter, not harder. Okay. And also, I did pull the card of Twin Flame Connection, so it seems like message 3, you guys might have that. Peaks of Joy. Doesn't surprise me for you people in message 3. If you're dealing with a very stressful situation, there's always, life is like a balancing act, right? A seesaw. So if you're weighed down with all this stress, but there's also sparks of joy. Like I feel like this person, message 3, is going to the gym and they're saying, you know what, work was hard, I need to go work it off at the gym, and they're at the gym and they're seeing like nice people, and those people are seeing their energy that, you know, because your energy really talks to people, and they're, you know, and somebody's checking you out. Message 3 people. They're checking you out and they're saying, wow, look at that beautiful person who's working on themselves, and maybe they're going to flirt with you, make you feel a little bit attractive today, something like that. But again, there's a twin flame connection for sure, because look, I just pulled making a choice. For me, this is like the Lover's card in the tarot. I've got an indication of twin flame. So somebody, and this is like, for me, is like a preview of what I'm going to see when I start doing your individual signs in September, is somebody is going to be getting a twin flame update in their Septembers. All right. So one last card for everybody. Goblins. September is going to have some goblins. This is the number 5. All right, so there's some dark energy going on under the surface, some chaos. I have a lot to say about that, because I'm sure that I cannot be the only person who has been noticing that it feels like we are in a constant, unending Mercury in retrograde, and yet it is not a Mercury retrograding period. I'm going to blame Uranus. And I said Uranus so that nobody could say I was blaming your anus. Mike Trombley, I know you're going to think that that's what I was saying. That's not what I was saying, but ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm going to blame some bigger planets for the kind of chaos, but I'm not an astrologer, at least not yet, but I do know quite a few things. And when I know more, I will talk more about it. I'm just simply talking about the energy I am feeling. Chaos energy. And I know I cannot be the only person. I know I cannot be the only person. So if I want to hear from you guys, you know, if you're feeling like things have been chaotic, if you want a tarot card reading, I strongly recommend it, because sometimes you can get some direction or just even some affirmation, reassurance that, you know, maybe you're heading in the right direction, or maybe making a U-turn is necessary. You'll be amazed. Most people kind of have an idea of what they need to do when they come and get a tarot card reading with me. They have an idea. They have intuition. We all do. Some people just don't use it as much, or they don't know how to. So anyway, so today is only August 23rd, no, 25th. I know what day it is. Today's only August 25th, and look at me go. I'm starting my September readings. I'm so excited. That was my happy dance. Thanks for tuning in. So keep in mind that what we just heard was a September general reading for 3 different individuals, message 1, 2, and 3, and whoever's listening to them probably is resonating with one of these messages, because they're all kind of different from each other. And now just stay tuned for your monthly reading for September by your zodiac sign, and maybe we'll kind of like go a little deeper on some of those topics. All right. Thanks, guys. Namaste.